What's going on, guys? Jack here, and I am back with a brand new episode of the FIFA 19 Leicester City Ultimate Career Mode. As you can see, we are moving into the month of November. Only 3 games scheduled in on the calendar, and it's quite an easy month for us with all respect to the clubs that we are playing. We have Cardiff away, we do have Burnley at home, and then we'll finish off the month with a game against Brighton at the Amex away. Guys, just before we get into this video, if you do enjoy it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, and also comment down below with any suggestions you have for the series. I would really appreciate it. And also, we probably will have another game scheduled in around here for the Carabao Cup. So if you did miss last episode, make sure you do go check it out if you haven't. I can give you a quick little recap. We did play Everton, Arsenal, West Ham and Ipswich. It was a 0-0 draw to kick the episode off, and then the game against Arsenal did end in a 3-2 victory for us, and then the game against West Ham was 2-1 to us, and then we beat Ipswich comfortably 3-0 in the round of 16 of the Carabao Cup. So without further ado, let's get into today's video and see what awaits us. So we have got an update from the youth academy here. Peter Wilson, 56 overall with 79 to 94 potential. Definitely a player we'll probably look to use in the future. Hopefully he does grow quite well for us. And also Morgan Bailey, 63 rated with 75 to 94 potential. In that centre attacking mid role, looks like a real good player. 5'10", left footed. It'll be interesting to see how he comes on, and we'll keep a keen eye on both these players going forward. So with only 3 games to play this episode, 1 game will be simmed, and with all due respect, it will be Cardiff. We're going to this game with the unchanged 11 from the league games. Cardiff have been in very poor form. We've lost the last 2 and drawn in their 3. But they do go 1-0 up here with Reed. We're looking to bring this game back. We do. Ricardo Pereira on that right-hand side gets us the goal back that we need as we keep going forward here. Again, we're getting half time. It's still 1-1 between the 2 sides here. Second half is going to be important for us. I don't really want to be drawing this game. I want to win, but we do actually find ourselves 2-1 down against Cardiff. Vardy gets it back with his 7th goal of the Premier League season. Hopefully we can hold on to get the victory here. It looks like we will, and we do. Hard fought draw here down in Wales against Cardiff. Very well played from the team, and again, it's a point picked up for us. It's no points. No points gained, should I say, sorry. Obviously, we was hoping for the 3 points, couldn't get it today, but we look forward to the game against Burnley now, pushing on. So we are getting ready for the first live game of today's episode. Second game in, obviously, it is against the Burnley. We are at home at the King Power. This is going to be the lineup we go for. Vardy, Simeone up top, Pereira, Cyprian, and Didi, Loftus-Cheek, Sessegnon make up the midfield with Ake, Maguire, and Lascelles at the back, Schmeichel in net, and we'll push forward and hopefully get a win in this game. So here is the Burnley side. We'll be going up against here. Lindegaard in net with Penner, me, Gibson and Ward at the back. It's going to be a classic 4-4-2, it looks like, for Sean Dyce's side here. Westwood and Hoffman making up the middle 2. Hendrick in behind, Barnes up top. Ashley Barnes, I believe that is. And it should be an interesting game. Hopefully we can get 3 points. It's going to be a tough game against Burnley. Who obviously had a fantastic season last year. So let's see how we get on and hopefully get the win. Cheek. Vardy. Here's Simeone. Vardy. Dangerous duo here. Falls back in to Simeone. Blocked as far as Ricardo Pereira. Into Cyprian again. Loftus-Cheek tries to bend it. Just wide of the mark there. Very tame effort from the central midfielder. Lindegaard sends long. And as far as Sessegnon. Into Vardy. Cuts inside. Into Simeone. Vardy's made a run here. Can he get there ahead of Penner? He can't. Back to the keeper. It's not the best of clearances. Cyprian knocks it down into Ndidi. Vardy, tons of space. Shoots. Wasted opportunity there. Iffy goalkeeping. Nervy start for Burnley at the back. Leicester trying to take advantage of it there. Not happening so far though. Lindegaard clears. Great header from Cyprian there. Vardy can attack here. He's got Sessegnon. The legs of Sessegnon ahead of him. Is Ryan Sessegnon. Ndidi's in the box. Crosses it into him. Ndidi. 1-0. Just like that. Leicester have the lead. And it's Wilfred Ndidi who gets repaid for making a brave run into the box there. And it all comes from the pace again down that left-hand side. With Vardy and Sessegnon linking up so well. And Ndidi, like I said, he was brave. He got rewarded for his bravery. The square ball goes into him. And Leicester have the lead 1-0. Split their defence there. Sessegnon, he could have took the shot, but he saw the ball on for Ndidi, who finds the back of the net there. Great play, and we find ourselves 1-0 up. Let's see if we can get more goals. Westwood will bring it forward here, cuts back inside. Does find Hoffman, it's cut out by Loftus-Cheek, but he does get the rebound. Hendricks into Barnes, blocked from Maguire. Goodmanson tries to get there, he's blocked. Loftus-Cheek loses that to Hoffman again. It's Jeff Hendrick onto the ball here. Into Hoffman. Burnley are back on terms within a matter of minutes here. You can't take nothing away from them there. They come forward with so much just I can't explain it. That was just great play from him. Again, we lose the ball. It's our own undoing here. It's a great ball in from Hendrick. The first time finish is brilliant. Maybe Schmeichel shouldn't be getting beaten at his near post there. But nevertheless, Burnley back on terms. And this game isn't going to be as easy as we first thought. Goodmanson on the ball does find Penner into Hoffman here. Burnley coming forward again with their second attack of the game into Goodmanson. Hendrick plays it back into the Icelandic winger. Cross in, Ake blocks, only as far as Barnes here. Maguire don't get there, Hendrick. The game has turned on its head. Burnley lead at the King Power. It's Jeff Hendrick with the finish. He's been pulling the strings in the attacks for Burnley here. It's 2-1, and this is not how we saw this game going after we went ahead so early on here. We have to try and get ourselves together now and try and get back into this game. Great finish there. Wow. Into Vardy. Vardy cuts back inside. Does find Wilfred Ndidi here. Ndidi inside to Vardy. Vardy into Simeone. The shot. Oh, that is spectacular. Giovanni Simeone. Leicester back on terms, and it is a outrageous goal there from Giovanni Simeone. My word, what a sign he is turning out to be for us there. And the home fans are celebrating that. A fantastic effort that is. Vardy inside to him. He doesn't need a second time of asking. He powers it past the goalkeeper with a first time shot. That is stunning. No chance with Lindegaard in net there. Leicester back on terms. Looking to mark our way up the pitch here in Ndidi. Simeone does find Cyprien. He's got the pace there on Stephen Ward, it looks like. Cuts back inside though, the Frenchman. Into Ricardo Pereira. The cross comes in. Loftus-Cheek's on his own. That is a great save from Lindegaard there. Maybe should have got more on it, Loftus-Cheek. Gibson does have to see it back to his keeper. Lindegaard clears it up the pitch. Only as far as Barnes, who heads it straight into Jamie Vardy. Sessegnon. Back to Vardy. Great link-up play here between the two of them. Back to Vardy again from Sessegnon. Leicester have the lead, and it is a wonderfully worked goal between the two of them. Jamie Vardy into the top corner. Brilliant. Absolutely phenomenal. It's the link-up play between the two of them. Just playing it in between each other. Splits the whole defence. He gets his space, Vardy, and he's not missing from there. Leicester have the lead going into the half-time interval here. Hopefully continue it in the second half. 3-2 Leicester. Space to attack here, but Goodmanson loses out to Ndidi, or does he? Great strength shown there from the Icelandic winger. Ndidi needs to try and get back and stop him. He doesn't. It's inside now to Hoffman. Ake's out of position. It's through the middle here. It's looking easy. It's Westwood. Burnley back on terms again. It's an absolute stunner of a game now. 3-3. Burnley just won't go away. It's Ashley Westwood with the finish. The former Villa man. It's a great finish from him. My word, a 6-goal stunner in this one so far. The away fans celebrating here. Ake out of position. It's through the middle into Westwood. Tons of time to pick his spot, and he does. 3-3. Only can hit us on the counter-attack again. It's Hendrick. Body's coming forward, and it is played out wide to Goodmanson. The Icelandic man comes forward here. Ake needs to be good. It isn't. It's a great ball into Barnes. Burnley have the lead. 4-3. My word, what a turnaround it is. Ashley Barnes with the finish. It's a brilliant ball in from Goodmanson. And there's nothing I can do there. I mean, that is great play from Burnley. Great character shown by them to get back into this game. The ball in is picture perfect over Maguire's head. There's a great, sweet volley into the back of the net there. 4-3 Burnley. This game has still got more goals in it, I do believe. Maddison, great bit of play here. Does find Iheanacho, who's just come onto the pitch. Mbappé inside to Maddison. Maddison. Iheanacho into Vardy. Turns, shot. That's over the keeper there, and my word, that's a great save. Maguire wins it, only just. Well played. Sessegnon does find. Sessegnon cuts it out again. That's a great bit of play. Iheanacho back inside to Vardy. Back into Iheanacho. Iheanacho steps up. 4-4. What a substitution that is. And the Nigerian youngster gets us back on terms. 4-4. 20 minutes left to go in this game. What a sweet finish that is from Kelechi Iheanacho. He's been on the pitch for a matter of minutes here. Sessegnon cuts the ball out. It's a great ball into Iheanacho. Vardy unselfishly plays it back into him. He's got all the time in the world. And that really is a great finish there from Kelechi Iheanacho. Celebrating his first goal in the Premier League, I do believe, this season. My word, 4-4. Indeed. Not good enough, but Cyprien will come forward here. He's bursting forward. He's got bodies ahead of him, William Cyprien. And he does find Iheanacho into Sessegnon. My word, this could be 5. Sessegnon, what a save that is from Lindegaard. That was nearly 5-4. Great, he's got all the time in the world. Oh, we've seen such great finishing in today's video, but we cannot get the 5th goal to send us into the lead. He can break with us here. 5 minutes left to go in this game. Vardy's peeled off here, and it is a great ball into Jamie Vardy. He's through on goal here. No one's going to catch him. It's Vardy. It's saved. No one can get there. Oh, it could find a way to the back of the net. No, it is missed. What an outstanding game we have had here at the King Power Stadium. It does finish as a second draw in a row for Leicester. 4-4 between the two sides, and it has been a stunning game. Both teams, you could say, could have nicked it, but again, you feel like a 4-4 result is a fair one for both parties here. But we will move on and hopefully end the episode with a win against Brighton. So we do get a fresh scout update here from Ian Rafferty. Oliver Lee, we're going to reject that player there. Tyler Lee, we're going to reject him. We're looking for players with, you know, that's 60 overall we're looking for. Again, Will Alexander, no. Nicholas Hill, 525 grand he is worth. 62 to 82, 86 potential, should I say. Where's he play? We'll sign him up, see how he does. I'm not feeling that confident about Nicholas Hill though, but it looks like he has got a good overall to start off with, which is always a bonus. Right, as we get ready for our last game of the episode against Brighton at the Amex Stadium, we have made a couple of changes to the first team. One being Iheanacho comes in for Giovanni Simeone up top after his great display last game. Silva comes in for Loftus-Cheek and Mbappe comes in on the right. We're just testing the team out. All three of them players that did get replaced have been relegated to the bench, but probably will get a chance in this game to prove themselves against Brighton. But before getting into this last game of the episode, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video. Let's get into it. Well, let's have a look at the Brighton team here. Still starts in net. Likes of Schletto, Dunk, Magellan and Sutton are at the back, sorry. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce their winger's name there. Gross or Grob plays in centre attacking mid with Peterson up front. No room for Glenn Murray up top. Again, we've had a very lacklustre episode. Only pick up 2 points out of a possible 6 in the league. Hopefully we can break that duck and get a win here at the Amex against Brighton. Let's see how we get on. Stevens. Pascal Gross. Stevens again. That's a good through ball into the winger here. Crosses in. Peterson's there. 1-0 Brighton. And our torrid form continues. We find ourselves a goal down. I just don't know what's happening here. We've had such a great start to the season. It just seems to all have come undone in this episode here. The ball out wide to the Iranian winger, I do believe it is. The crossing is brilliant. And Peterson, straight past Schmeichel there. 1-0 to Brighton at the Amex. Ake comes forward. Ndidi. Adrian Silva inside to Iheanacho. And Vardy's got the pace here to take on the defence. He does. Sessegnong's in space here. Sessegnong plays it across goal into Iheanacho. Back on terms. Great goal that is from Kelechi Iheanacho. He's got 2 goals in 2 appearances for Leicester here. Great bit of play. It's great vision from Vardy to unleash Sessegnong, and the ball back is even better from the young winger here. Look at this. Great reverse angle here. In to Sessegnong. Cuts it in between the 2 defenders, and quickest to react is Iheanacho, who puts it into the back of the net past the helpless goalkeeper there. Leicester back on terms, and hopefully we can push on and get the win in this game. 1-1. Silva out wide into Kelechi Iheanacho. Cyprien finds Ndidi, and Iheanacho has made some space here, and he's going to be running in forward here. It's Kelechi Iheanacho against Brighton. That's a poor shot. That is a poor shot. Brighton, come on the attack here. It's Kyle onto the ball. Brighton coming forward here. Sutton plays the ball into Gross, into Peterson. Oh my word. It is a second for Brighton. It's our own undoing again from the back. It's great play from Brighton. Peterson gets his second of the game, like I said. Loftus-Cheek's going to have to come on at half time for Adrian Silva. The game is just going to be completely lost in midfield. Nothing we can really do about the through ball as it's played in. Mbappe can't catch his man. Peterson gets his goal. Into Vardy, into Sessegnong. Sessegnong turns back into... just doesn't reach him. Sessegnong doesn't get on the loose ball. Plays it into Jamie Vardy here. Vardy turns. Bit of luck there for Vardy. He shoots. He scuffed it though. Wow. Peterson. Kyle. The through ball's there. Lascelles had to be on his guard there. Schmeichel. That's a poor clearance. Only as far as Peterson. We're punished. 3-1 Brighton, and it looks like we could be getting our second loss of the season there. What was I thinking? Oh, that's annoying. We're going to have to try and rescue this game. Oh, what on earth is that? That's a poor ball. We try and stop him. So close to themselves, but it doesn't stop Peterson getting his third of the game. I believe that is a hat-trick now for the Brighton attacker. And we need to make some changes. Iheanacho hasn't done too bad, but Simeone will be coming on in his place. Now, is it going to be Pereira or Maddison? Maddison's going to come on for Cyprian. We need to go all out and try and get the winner. That's a poor clearance. Oh, that's a poor clearance from Ake. Into Richie. Save from Schmeichel there. My word. We have been so poor today. Pressure piling on here from Brighton. The ball comes in from Gross. Header won by Vardy. Loftus-Cheek should win that one. He does. Only as far as the Brighton man though. Richie turns, shoots. Schmeichel again with a great save. Stevens evades the tackle here. It does fall into Proper. Proper onto the ball. That's offside from Pascal Gross. Puts it into the back of it. It's not going to count. Again, poor play from us here. He is offside, Gross. It's not going to count. Montoya. Loftus-Cheek wins it back, but the Spaniard can continue his run, and he does. Down the wing now to Pascal Gross. Gross crosses it in. Maguire's not going to get there. Ake's not going to get there. That's off the crossbar. Brighton could have had 4 or 5 today. That's going to be full time. Poor episode today, guys. Poor performance. And we do get our second loss of the season. And 2 points out of a possible 9 is absolutely terrible. We're going to have a look at the league table after this. But Peterson gets the match ball. 3 goals for him. The hat-trick hero. And Brighton fully deserved the 3 points here today. But we will go next episode. Very disappointing to say the least. Final score here. Brighton Hove Albion 3. Leicester City 1. So as we have a look at the Premier League table, we have slipped down into second position. Spurs are the current leaders in the Premier League. Again, a poor episode to say the least. Liverpool 2 points behind us with Manchester City and Chelsea, Wolves and Manchester United all waiting in the wings. As you go down the table here, not a good season for Arsenal down in 12th. West Ham, my club, in 14th. And in the relegation zone, massive 3 points for Brighton, who were struggling against us here going into today's episode, but they managed to get the 3 points against us. And Cardiff managed to get a point off of us too, which is very disappointing. And Burnley in 15th managed to get a point. So not the greatest of episodes, and we do slip down into second. But again, at the start of the season, if you would have offered me this start, I would have took it. So not the greatest of ends to the episode, not the greatest of episodes to say the least, but we do have a very interesting couple of games coming up. Next episode, we will have Chelsea in the Carabao Cup quarter-finals, which we will be playing. A game against Tottenham at home, which we will be playing, and we'll be simulating the 2 London clubs in Fulham and Crystal Palace. Well, actually, it's a London episode with Chelsea, Tottenham, Palace and Fulham. And then the next episode after that, we will finish the month off with games against Watford, Chelsea, City and Cardiff. But anyway, guys, that is going to bring it into today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you do smash that like button. I really would appreciate it. Subscribe if you are new around here, and I'll catch you all in the next one.